Hey friends and family, I hope I'm not hard to recognize, but this is what I wore to work last night with my shirt for work. I changed out of my work shirt, um, but yeah, it came down from corporate. So Monday, the 22nd, was the official first day where everyone, no matter what shift you were working, has to wear a face covering. I'm as a stocker. I work overnight stocking the shelves. We call it the freight team. So, we don't usually have contact with customers because we are closed overnight. So we hadn't been at this point required to wear face mask because we weren't interacting with customers. But now that has changed. So for me to kind of cope with it and trying to deal with it, because between allergies and asthma, breathing can often be a challenge. So finding something that I could breathe through relatively easly, but yeah, it and you think, oh, it's just a little scarfy thing. It's really thin, but I do have it folded in half. And believe me, it's more effective than you think it might be, because when I sneezed in this last night, I had a good 30 minutes before it dried out and I could breathe properly again. Oh my Atlanta. But yeah, I came down from corporate, and so not just the day people who are interacting with customers have to wear a face mask, during their shift, but also us night employees who don't have contact with customers are now required to wear a face covering through the whole night. And we're working hard. I don't know how many of you have ever thrown freight, had to unload a truck, and I'm not talking like an F-150. I'm talking a 53-foot trailer full of merchandise. And then, of course, everything's got to be, organized and sent to its different sections of the store. Once in its area, it's got to either go on the shelf or go up as overstock, be put away as overstock if it's not going to fit on the shelf. So yeah, and it is, an all-night process. Sometimes we get so much that it doesn't all get done, and some of it has to go back to receiving, to wait for the next night to get finished being worked. So, but yeah, so this was my my challenge, and last night, and this won't necessarily be the one I wear every night. But yeah, because I've got this, and I've got another one that's similar to this but different. It's instead of yes, this is peach and black. It's blue and white, and then of course I've got a couple that I've made from socks, and I finally was able to purchase a little black one to wear as well. For a while there, there were like none in sight, and the company is finally able to get some the more the medical style ones, the blue, the thing over your ear, you know, um, for us too, because yeah, it's either be creative or go without, because it has been, there was a point where all our face mask, our dust mask, etc., were sold out, and it was like no, um, nothing in sight showing that we were going to be getting anytime soon. And I know for a bit there, if any showed up, they weren't going out onto the floor; they were being diverted for hospitals. Because our president was so fabulous at making sure our hospitals have everything they need. So we had to help out. um, so this coming down like this makes me leery, with things opening back up, and things spiking, and some people seem to be carriers who don't get sick, and those are dangerous people. Yeah, you're not sick, but you could make someone you love very sick, or and they could possibly expire. Granted, from what they're saying, if you're young and healthy, your chances of expiring are slim, but children have expired from COVID-19. So that's not impossible, and so have some young healthy adults as well. So it's not impossible. Yeah, so more mature like me or older, your chances of expiring from it are greater. And definitely people who are having in situations where they're coming in more contact with it because they're healthcare providers, they're having higher rates of getting sick and expiring as well. So my fear with the way things have gone and the way this was handled, screwed up from the beginning, is that before all is said and done, before they come up with a viable vaccine or whatever, we're all going to lose at least one person that we're close to and that we love. Maybe a family member, may just be a really close friend. But yeah, I think with the way that things have kind of been done, ass backwards, and opening things up too soon, that it's going to, that we the poor people will pay the price, is what it boils down to, because the elites can go hide from us unwashed masses on their yachts and in their isolated chalets, and whatnot. Yeah, it's concerning to suddenly be told, okay, not just the day people, but everybody has to wear it 24/7 at work, even when there's no customers in the building. That tells me that things are more serious than is being let on. Because I listen to the radio at home, on the way to work and on the way home. And normally I'm just trying to listen to music, but every once in a while I'll come across, like some news talky stuff, and I'll take the opportunity to listen for a few minutes to see what's going on outside my personal bubble, you know. So yeah, and of course, what I find out when I'm doing stuff online, yeah, I'm concerned. Um, I think it's going to get way worse than it's going to get better. Um, I think we're going to hit that 200,000 mark easy and surpass it. Maybe it won't be like, when, the early 1900s when they got hit with that really bad, I'm probably going to remember the name wrong, whatever flu it was, that killed, millions of people. But won't be that bad, but it will be worse than a lot of people were expecting it to be. And when your president is asking people who are attending rallies for him to sign a waiver that they will not sue him if they catch it and come down very sick and from attending his rally, because they're not social distancing at his rallies, uh, yeah, you should be worried. You should be concerned if your president is covering his ass with both hands by making his followers sign a waiver that they won't sue if they get sick from attending his rally. You should be worried. But other than that, we're hanging in there. We're doing okay, and I'll cope with the new requirement. Switch some things out. Just feel it out, see what works best for me, and other than that, we're okay. We're not fabulous. I'm sitting in my living room that still lacks furniture. I'm sitting in a long chair. But I just kind of wanted to pick a spot where this wasn't going to move around too much because it was on my bed. We love you, we miss you. You're in our hearts with us every day, and I know I'm someone who's very bad at reaching out and keeping in touch properly, but that doesn't mean that I don't think of you every day, that I don't love you every day, that you're not with me every minute of the day in everything that I do. So you just remember that, friends and family, that we love you and we miss you, and we're hoping not just for personal peace for ourselves, but for our country, for our brothers and sisters across the nation, that things will improve for all of us, in every way, shape, and form, So hang in there with us. Peace.